What's up, comic book fans? So today I have Frank Miller's The Man Without Fear. This is the Marvel Mega Hits Collector's Pack, and it features all 5 issues of Frank Miller's The Man Without Fear, Daredevil. This was a miniseries that Frank Miller did in the 90s. He wrote it. Art is by John Romita Jr. Some of the fellas at my local comic book store told me to check this comic out. So I finally picked it up. I got this off eBay. After taxes and fees, it was $17. And that includes shipping and everything. The original price was $14.75 back in the day. So I basically paid, how much it would cost back in the day, plus a couple extra bucks for shipping. So it's a pretty good deal. But somebody got a better deal because look, it was once on sale for $1.69. So, yeah. I have really enjoyed all the Frank Miller Daredevil comics that I've read. I started out with issue 179. I kind of just jumped in the middle of the run because this has a really cool cover. So I thought I jumped in and I was hooked. And then I checked out this issue. This issue I wasn't as into as 179. But this issue right here really blew me away. This is one of the greatest, most iconic comic books of all time. It inspired the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck, which I watched a lot as a kid. And then after that, we start to get into this is, Daredevil Morning Electra. I really like this cover. We start to get into where he faces the Punisher. This is actually a facsimile issue. All my other Daredevil issues are originals, but this came out not that long ago, so I figured I'd just save the money and get the facsimile issue. I wouldn't mind having the original, but I'll take the facsimile. I also really enjoyed these issues of Daredevil continuing the series. It's a cool utilization of negative space on this cover. I feel like some other comics have been inspired by this cover. This is a really great cover. I really liked how they had Black Widow in this comic. Growing up, I never really read comics with Black Widow in it, so I was kind of introduced to Black Widow through the Marvel movies, and I didn't really see what all the hype with her was, but after reading her in Daredevil and reading X-Men 268 with Black Widow, Wolverine, and Captain America, and reading Chris Claremont's Wolverine Madripoor Nights, I really started to enjoy Black Widow as a character. This is a really good run of comics. I recommend everybody read these. This is must-read stuff. I did end up going back and checking out issue 176, which is the first appearance of Stick. And we continue it with 177, 178. So I have issues 176 to issues 191. And then I went back and I read issues 170 to 172. So I got a couple in the middle in between 172. I have to get 173, 174, 175. And then I'll have every issue from 170 to 191. And then I would get issue 169. 168 is the first appearance of Elektra, and that's a little bit out of my price range. So I would probably just read that in a trade paperback. I'm mainly interested in reading the stuff that Frank Miller wrote. I know he did some art on Daredevil before he became the writer, but right now I'm just focusing on the stuff that he wrote. I may check out some of his earlier stuff when he was just the artist, but that's in the future. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get to the main purpose of this video. Is I'm going to be unboxing this collector's pack. This thing is from the 90s, 1994, maybe a little bit after that. So it's been sealed since the 90s. And I'm finally going to be the one who breaks that seal because I actually want to read these comics. And believe it or not, buying this package of all of them together was cheaper than buying all the comics separately. So who would have thunk it? So I'm going to pop the plastic off of this and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I popped the plastic off, and after 30 years, we're going to set these comics free. You know, maybe I should have kept it in the plastic. Maybe it would have been worth money, but I figure after 30 years of being unopened, and it's still not worth anything, what's the point? I think these things are meant to be enjoyed. So I'm going to set these comics free. Ooh. Sorry for the bad camera angle. Boom. Alright. We've got Man Without Fear issue 3. This is like the cover issue of this set. It's got kind of a cool back, kind of reminiscent of The Dark Knight Returns, with the style of how those issues were released. Almost feels like a mini trade paperback in and of itself. Here's issue 1. This is epic. I am really glad I picked these up. I'm going to really enjoy reading these. I was a big fan of all of the issues of Frank Miller's Daredevil that I've read so far. Man, this is great art. JR is a great artist. Big shout out to him. Frank Miller is also a great artist. I love his artwork on the Daredevil series. Wow, this is going to be a fun read. I'm going to have to do a review of this once I read all the issues. So yeah, that's the unboxing for you. The Marvel Mega Hits Collector's Pack. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. Issues 1 to 5. I'm going to have to check out the rest of Frank Miller's original run on Daredevil. And then also check out Daredevil Born Again. I better check it out before the TV show comes out. I was originally going to read Born Again before this because I was kind of going in order. I mean, I know I kind of mixed up the order of his original series, but I was going to finish his original Daredevil run and then check out Born Again because that's what came out next. And then I was going to check this out. But, I mean, I already have this, so... And this is a prequel, so I'll just check this out first. I'll come out with a review of these. I have a feeling I'm going to like them. But, yeah, we'll see. So look out for that review. Have a good night, and God bless you.